Eddie,
Dre.
appreciate you being with us, my man. Excited for the game tomorrow. I mean, how you feeling after the last couple of days? You got a whole new team to learn headed into tomorrow afternoon.
I know, right? Man, it's crazy. I'm actually feeling really good, and I'll tell you why, guys. When Monty made the initial trade to trade Tyrese, I was livid, bro. I was about to call him up. I was going to text him. I was about to be like, yo, you're getting rid of our heart and soul, our guy.
Yeah.
But over the last 48 hours or so, man, I see his vision. I see what he's trying to do. And I tell you what, for the first time since I've been here, the passion and the energy and the positivity, like the fans are optimistic about what's to come. And you guys know how it is. When you see people out in the streets and the first thing they say is, man, what's up with this team? It wears you down. But now they say, Drapes, how about those moves we made, man? That's a bonus. He's a legit player, you know. So it's just a whole different vibe now around this team.
Yeah, man. I've talked about it a couple of times about what that game on Wednesday did to open my eyes. And I knew Sabonis was a really good ball player. I'd seen him play. You know, we've seen him on the big stage in the playoffs, things of that nature. Great ball player. But what he did on Wednesday, coming in, and I've said this line a couple of times, Drapes. I said he came in with no practices, not really knowing these guys, and saying, I don't know what you guys were doing before I got here, but this is how I play basketball. And this is how we're going to do it. And the passing, you know, the teamwork, all that stuff, it was infectious. And I think he was the catalyst for all that. And I'll be honest with you, Drapes, I hadn't seen it like that in years in Sacramento. That blew me away.
Yeah, and watching him, you know, he looks just like his dad, the way he was directing traffic there. And we haven't had a big man that could do that. You know, Cousins did it a little bit, but I would argue Sabonis is a better passer than Cousins. And when you look at Sabonis, the numbers he put up, that's who he is, guys. Like it wasn't like, oh man, he came in and had a great game. That's pretty much his game. What we saw on Wednesday is pretty much what you can mark down and check every single night with this guy. And I think the thing that I noticed most about him, the physicality he played with. Like, he was banging guys. He was going into town's chest.
Yeah.
He was trying to bang on Nas Reed. Like, when's the last time we had a big that was that physical? You got to go back to DeMarcus Cousins. And so I just think his physicality, and then you throw Davion out there as well. I mean, those are two physical players that don't mind the contact, and I think it's just going to be infectious. And that's what I'm talking about, man. And it's bringing out the best of De'Aaron Fox. We're seeing it already.
Yeah. Like let's go there, man. Let's go to De'Aaron Fox. Like we all saw like what felt like a different version of him on the floor on Wednesday, and a lot of people have used the word, you know, rejuvenated. Is that what you saw, and what would you attribute that to?
Yeah, I think he did look rejuvenated. I think we saw the De'Aaron Fox that Sacramento fans have come to know and love. Like this De'Aaron Fox we saw the first half of the season, I was shocked. I'm like, damn, is my guy beat down? Like, is the losing, has it finally cracked him? Because that's what it seemed like. You know what I mean? Yeah. And now he seems like that guy that loves the hoop, is out there balling, smiling, giving hugs and everything. And I don't know if it's the trade or what, but, you know, I don't know if De'Aaron will admit it, but he looks different, man. He looks like he's enjoying basketball. And I know it's only been a couple of games since he's been back, but this is the guy that Sacramento fell in love with, right? This is the guy that Kings fans thought, man, every year he's going to make that leap, especially after last year, man, when he had a near all-star caliber season. And so I think the best is yet to come. And we're talking about two guys, him and Sabonis, who are just now about to enter their prime. And so I think that's part of the excitement, too, if you're a Sacramento Kings fan.
Yeah, Drapes, you talked about it a little bit at the start of our conversation, but I'll elaborate a little bit more because I knew a buddy of mine who was at the game on Wednesday night, and I was like, you know, is there a buzz in there? And this was early in the game in the first quarter. He's like, a little buzz. We're just kind of waiting for things to happen. And then by the time you got to the, you know, third and fourth quarters, that place looked electric. It looked energized in there. What was your vibe being there, you know, after the game as well, seeing people? It seemed like it was a special vibe out there on Wednesday night.
No doubt about it. And think about it, though. On Tuesday, you trade Tyrese Halliburton.
Mm.
Fans are showing up at the games with bags over their heads. Vivek sell the team signs. Like, think about just how quickly it turned within 24 hours, fellas. I did pre and post game Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, it was miserable. I'm going to tell you straight up. I didn't want to be there. I was like, you know what? There's too much negativity up in this building right now. Wednesday, it was like a celebration, dude. And that happened just like that within 24 hours. And I think it wasn't only, the players, Sabonis and the new guys and new numbers, but just the style, the pace that we've been talking about with the Sacramento Kings.
Right. And
think about it. They were down 13 at one point in that game and battled back and then ran away with it. And so that's what the fans really got excited about. And I'm telling you, I can't go out in the streets now and, people see a Sacramento Kings shirt I'm wearing and they're like, man, how about that trade? I like the way we're going. It's just, and the fact that, with the Bagley trade and to get 3 players that can be 3 rotation players, I mean, you got to give Monty McNair some credit. I don't know if you guys have been over the last 48 hours, but give my guy Monty some credit.
Well, I personally have been very patient and give Monty tons of credit for months. It's Kenny who just has not been supportive of our general manager here, Kyle. And I can't lie, Katie, you talking about the difference in the 2 nights against Minnesota. Katie, that post game on Tuesday, I thought she was about to throw hands. I thought it was about to get real live on that NBC set in that post game.
Yo, I was fired up, and one time I turned to that dude that was going behind me, and I'm telling you, my eyes were breathing fire. I wanted to go get him. I'm like, bro, calm down. I'm trying to tell you what's happening here. And Morgan actually had to talk to him during the commercial break, like, yo, man, booing is okay, but you're being a little too obnoxious. And you're right, man. That was probably the first and only time that I felt like, man, I'm about to hop out this season. I was talking directly to one guy, but man, it was. But then you come back on Wednesday, man, and it's a party, man. It's like a family reunion out there. Yeah. Everybody's excited and happy, and so I'm hoping it stays that way.
Yeah, me too. And I think about this team moving forward. And I don't know, Drapes, it's crazy. You probably couldn't have had this conversation on Sunday or Monday, but I don't know. Am I doing too much about what I saw on Wednesday? Because I think that the season isn't over. I feel like the season can be salvaged and they can play some good basketball and possibly, end up in that play-in situation. I'm just kind of feeling that way, man.
No, I'm with you on that. And, Portland is obviously, they had a fire sale. So, they're going to be out of the mix here shortly. And the only issue is they have 25 games. 16 of those games are on the road. So they got a lot of road games, only 9 at home. And so you got this upcoming 3-game road trip. If they go 2-1, I'm feeling good about this road trip, to be honest with you. You got a depleted Washington team, Brooklyn, who the hell knows what's going to happen with them. Kyrie can't play, obviously, on Monday. And then you got a tough Chicago team before the All-Star break. And so I think these next 3 games, man, if you go into the All-Star break having won 3 out of your last 4, you got to be feeling good about yourself. But I'm with you, Kenny, man. Why not? And everybody's like, well, we should be tanking. We should. No, dude, you got to build a culture, right? You got to build habits. And you look at Phoenix, and I know Phoenix made that jump, but the bubble spurred them to what they did next season. Sure, they added Chris Paul, but you can't tell me there wasn't value in going 8-0 in the bubble and getting back into the playoff push. That kind of mode, even though they came up just short, that carried over the following season. Can you imagine if this team gets a sniff of the playoffs, even if it's a playing game, how much that could mean to a guy like a Fox? Maybe Fox comes back hungrier next season. You know what I mean? He gets a taste of the playoffs. And so I'm saying you try to win every game and see what happens, but I'm not for tanking and trying to get the best draft pick.
Yeah, we're with you, Drapes. Who you got Sunday?
Who do I got Sunday? That's a good question. I honestly, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm thinking the Rams are going to roll on this thing. I'm thinking because Cincinnati is too young. They haven't been there. And I know there comes a saying that, they're so inexperienced. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, but they're confident, though. They're confident.
Bro, the Rams, man, they're an all-star squad. You know what I mean? I don't think the game's going to be close, to be honest with you. I got the Rams are big. I know you guys hate to hear that, but I just think the Rams are a well-oiled machine. I think it's Stafford's time, and so I'm going with the Rams.
You're right, Kyle. I hate to hear that.
I thought you meant I'm right, that I'm, my prediction.
I think, right. But unfortunately, I think you're right as well. Feelings. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to roll, but I would pick the Rams to win that one too.
I mean, and the Bengals, they got hot at the right time, and Joe Burrow finished the season strong. But you look at the weapons they have on the Rams on both sides of the ball. The Rams are just a more talented team. Let's just keep it real. They're the more talented team.
Yeah, they're built to win right now. Yep. This is what they're built for. They're built for this game on Sunday for sure. Katie, we appreciate you. We're really looking forward to tomorrow's game. Normally we tell you that, hey, looking forward to hearing you on the call. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes we don't mean it. Sometimes we don't want to watch the game, but we are really looking forward to these games coming up and to see this new look Kings team that we got.
No, me too. And I'm telling you what, I'm driving right now. I'm actually going to go interview Monty McNair for this season ticket holder event. Anything you guys want me to ask him? Anything you want me to hit him with?
Tell him KC loves him.
Tell him D'Lo has been a big supporter of his from day one. Kenny's been a little bit impatient, but
don't listen to the media. KC loves him.
It. Hey, he got it right, man. He had a lot of boxes to check, not just the all. Like he got an all-star. Yeah. He had to get rid of Buddy. He had to get rid of Marvin. He did both of those. And the fact that he was able to do all three of those and not get rid of a draft pick is pretty freaking amazing.
He killed it.
Exactly. So, all right, fellas, looking forward to tomorrow, man.